Well, good morning, boys and girls. It's so good to have you with children's worship this morning. You know, I got to thinking after last week and decided we should have a friend join us and help out with children's worship this morning. So, I would like to introduce my good friend, Mr. Rooster.
Well, thanks, Mr. Alligator. It's so good to be here with you guys this morning. I was thinking,
Yes?
well, since we're talking about inviting your friends, could I invite some more friends to be with children's worship this morning?
Well, I think that's a great idea. Who do you have in mind?
Well, I was thinking about some of the boys and girls who would normally be in this room. Maybe they could join us from home.
Awesome. Let's do that. Then we can bring Mr. Jet in to tell the story later.
Great idea. Let's sing some songs.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. The Bible tells me so. Come on, tied up, come on. Tangled up in Jesus, I'm all wrapped up, more tied up, more tangled up in God. I'm all wrapped up, I'm all tied up, I'm all tangled up in Jesus, I'm all wrapped up, tied up, tangled up in God. Oh yeah. Rainbows and sunbeams from heaven are what I can see. When the Lord is living in me, I know that Jesus is well and alive today. He makes his home in my heart. Nevermore will I be all alone, since he promised me that we never would part. Green valleys, tall mountains, the beauty that surrounds me all makes me aware. When the Lord is living in me, I know that Jesus is well and alive today. He makes his home in my heart. Nevermore will I be all alone, since he promised me that he never would part. The fruit of the Spirit's not a kiwi, a kiwi. The fruit of the Spirit's not a kiwi, a kiwi. If you want to be a kiwi, you might as well hear it. You can't be the fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. The fruit of the Spirit's not a banana. Banana! The fruit of the Spirit's not a banana. Banana! If you want to be a banana, you might as well hear it. You can't be a fruit of the Spirit, cause the fruit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. The wise man built his house upon the rock. The wise man built his house upon the rock. The wise man built his house upon the rock, and the rains came tumbling down. Oh, the the rains came down, as the floods came up, as the rains came down, as the floods came up, as the rains came down, and the floods came up, and the house stood firm. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand, and the rains came tumbling down. Whoa, the rains came down as the floods came up. The rains came down as the floods came up. The rains came down as the floods came up.
And the foolish man's
house went splat.
Oh, Mr. Jed! Can you tell us the story for today? I think I heard it's about our neighbors.
Yes, Brewster, I'm coming.
It's so good you could join us in children's worship today. And it is time for our story, which comes from Luke chapter 10. I have an idea. How about we invite another one of our friends to say the focus verse with us this morning?
Leviticus 19:18. Do not seek revenge or bear a grudge against anyone among your people, but love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord.
Thanks, Owen, for reading that for us this morning. So, on to our story. Like I said, it comes from Luke chapter 10. A scribe, a man who knew a lot about God's laws, asked Jesus, "What must I do to live forever?" "You know the law," Jesus answered. "What does it say?" "Well, love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your strength, and all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself," the scribe said. "That's right," Jesus said. "Do those things." "Well," the scribe said, "just who is my neighbor?" He didn't really want to love everyone. Jesus told him this story. Robbers hurt a man while traveling on the road to Jericho. They beat him up and took his money and left him lying in the road, badly hurt. After a while, a priest came down the road and he saw the hurt man lying there, but he didn't stop to help. In fact, he passed by on the other side of the road. A little while later, a temple worker came down the road. He saw the hurt man lying there, but he didn't stop to help either. In fact, he passed by on the other side of the road too. But then, a Samaritan came down the road, riding a donkey. And when the Samaritan saw the hurt man lying in the road, he stopped right away. He felt sorry for the man. He bandaged up the hurt man's wounds, put him on the donkey that he had been riding, and took him to an inn. He stayed with the hurt man at the inn and took good care of him. Then he gave the innkeeper money for taking care of the hurt man until he was completely well. After Jesus told this story, he said, "Now which of these three men was a neighbor to the hurt man? The priest, the temple worker, or the Samaritan?" The scribe's question, "Who is my neighbor?" was the wrong question. The right question was, "How can I be a good neighbor?" The Samaritan was the good neighbor, the scribe answered. He cared about the hurt man and helped him, and he showed mercy. "Yes," said Jesus. "Now you go and do the same." You see, Jesus wants us all to be a good neighbor to the people around us. Let's have one more friend join us this morning and lead us in a closing prayer.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for creating this world and help all the people with the coronavirus. And thank you for creating all these people. And thank you for dying on the cross for our sins. In Jesus' name, amen.